I tried to be normal, but who was I kidding? I tried socialising like for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And of course, no, had to go home for a nap. So I did that for a couple of hours. All my friends knew that's what I did when I took off. So just to regenerate. Yeah, I was not normal. I knew I wasn't normal when I was obviously the problem in every single relationship. Yeah, every one of them. Because they would take off, they would, don't let the door hitch on the ass on the way out, but they would take off and practically leave to go overseas. Quite a number of them actually, not good. I tried to be normal, but my nervous system treated me like every single thing I come across was a crime scene. Everything was so full on, everything was a drama, everything was like something was wrong with me. It just felt wrong. I didn't feel normal a lot of my life. And a lot of my friends literally said to me, you're being a drama queen, you're a hypochondriac, carrying on. I felt like that. I actually felt like a hypochondriac. So many things going wrong with me all the time. I tried to be normal, but I just couldn't. I also tried to be normal, but I felt like my bullshit meter was going off at 40. I just realised that so many people were just bullshitting me. They just weren't treating me properly. I felt like, what's going on here? Why is everyone treating me badly? Why are people starting to bully me? I just couldn't understand. It upset me terribly. My bullshit meter was going off all the time. Are they treating me like shit for a reason? Or are they jealous of me? Or are they upset at me? Or they just don't like me? I had no idea what was going on. But when something happened in life, I often thought, I don't know, I think I might just stay away from that person. They're just full of it. Absolutely full of it, or they're just treating me wrongly or badly, or avoiding me, or not even giving me eye contact. And I used to just think, what have I done to that person? I haven't done a single thing to that person. I have no idea. I constantly tried to make people like me most of my life. It was just, I just tried to be normal, but felt like I couldn't because people around me, it seemed like they were lots of friends and they were getting engaged and they were getting married and they were having children, and I was just like looking around like, I don't know whether that's going to happen for me. I wanted it to. I really, really, really did want it to. But life was so difficult for me. It was a challenge. It was a massive challenge for me. Just to do things, just to get up, just to make sure everything's automated in my bank account. Just so much stuff. And I felt so overwhelmed constantly that I used to think, if I had a baby, I just don't know whether I can do it. I have no idea whether I can do it. I lacked so much love in myself. I just didn't think I could do it. I just didn't think I could be a fabulous partner. I just didn't think I could just do things normally like other people. Mind you, what's normal these days? But still, I just didn't feel good enough in myself to be that. Plus, I was so anxious constantly, absolutely consciously. Consistently, that's it. Consistently anxious. I was probably the only one, or well, maybe I wasn't, but I was the only one sitting up the back at a movie chewing my false fingernails completely off. Completely off. That's just ridiculous. As soon as I'd get the nice nails on that cost me God knows how much, I would chew the hell out of them. I just couldn't stop chewing or picking or, I don't know. It was a horrible life in certain times. Look at me now, I'm still picking. But I've even picked mosquito bites. I just got a couple of mosquito bites and I just can't help myself. I've got to pick. That's how I felt most of my life. Why do I keep looking around and everyone else's skin looks great? Why do I look around and everyone else's nails look great? Why do I look around and everyone else's, their face looks fine? I've got cover up on right now. I've got pimples everywhere. I'll just pick as soon as I could. I've even been trying to grow my nails. I'm trying to grow them, and I just picked one completely off. The whole thing, ripped it off. All my friends are looking at me like you're an idiot, but it's just something that happens. I just never have felt normal. I've tried to be normal, but I'm over 50 and I still feel like I'm learning, consistently learning. I tried to be normal, but I just couldn't cook. I couldn't enjoy cooking. I know so many people that just love cooking. A lot of my friends just absolutely love cooking. And I take a watermelon, or I take biscuits and cheese, and I think they just sort of go, oh, you made a massive effort, huge effort. I did. Or I'll give them money. I simply do not cook. I don't have the patience to do recipes. I can't stand it. And quite often I've got no patience in the cooking process. I truly would rather just buy a takeout meal or buy something from, like, we have a thing in Australia called like Nezi. I think I've been doing that for about 6 years now. It's embarrassing to say, but it's just what I've been doing to survive. I don't know, is there a lot of people out there that do the same thing? Because I feel like I'm not normal. I don't cook normal meals like other people do. And I just feel like I would have failed if I was a mother. And that's probably why I've been single for so long. It just wasn't working. I was so perfectionist, absolute perfectionist when it came to my relationships. Valentine's Day was just, oh my gosh. I would buy cards, I'd buy, flowers, I'd write little poems, I'd do all these great things. It was just never appreciated. It was never appreciated. I always felt like I was a stopgap for something else. Or, actually, I truly did believe that I was like just not the one that they would pick. Not the one they'd pick. Like the one just in between, because it's happened so often in my life where somebody has been so wonderful to be with, but it's only been a very short relationship, say 9 months or something, and they've gone on to either their ex-girlfriend or they've found somebody else and they have married them. So it's something that has happened all my life, and it's a pattern. It's a massive pattern, and in the end I just gave up. It's just sort of like I know I'm not good enough. I'm not normal. I know I can't be what they want me to be. I'm not clean. I'm tidy, sort of, not really. Actually, I'm not. It's just a show. And I hate having people over because I'm always so worried about them thinking that I'm just a pig. But it's so funny. I've had people walk into my house and go, oh, wow, I didn't realize you had such a nice house. What did they actually think? Because my brain was an absolute scramble constantly, that they thought my house was a hovel? I don't know. I sort of just, I really love good things and nice things, and I love doing up my house and houses. But like day to day, I just get so stuck in things. It's really, really difficult for me to follow schedules and those time blocking things. Just none of them work. Like I've watched so many YouTube clips, and I've heard so many people say, you can get stuck in the systems and trying to work out exactly how to do something, and you don't do it. So I feel like I'm like that. And then I just thought I was going to jump on here and try and explain myself. And I feel like because I am on medication, I don't know whether it's high enough or low enough or whatever, but I still can't achieve things that I want to achieve. I truly, truly want to do so much more with myself, but I can find myself scrolling for more than, and I mean 5 hours a day. Like I can just be doing that for so long, and it's debilitating to me. I'm trying to do that, what's it called, micro habits, where you just simply, you try and do a micro habit every single day. So I'm trying several things at the moment, and that's stretching at 9 o'clock at night, every night, going to bed at 9:30 every night, and what else? I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm just trying not to eat so much sugar. So that's the other one. Don't eat as much sugar as I've been, or lollies or whatever, or chocolate. And I just wanted to do more of this sort of thing. I just wanted to do more of this so I could explain to you what sort of life I've had, and hopefully it's resonating with some of you. It's just, I never felt normal, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have ADHD or don't even know they have ADHD that feel exactly the same. It's hard to be us sometimes. A lot of people look at me and think, oh my God, you've got it together. You've got a house and something else, but that was me hyper focusing on those things, and having the motivation to do those things, fully hyper focusing on those things to get them achieved. But that has been like this, and then it's just gone like that. And I have been not able to get out of bed sometimes, to the point where I went to the doctor and basically said to him, have I got chronic fatigue? Have I got, I don't know, just anything. I felt like a hypochondriac when I was talking to him. It's like, what's wrong with me? I just feel like I'm going crazy. I couldn't do things. My brain was hurting so much sometimes, after I doom scroll for about 5 hours, I just had to go and lay down. And if anyone said something to me that upset me, I just could not cope. I was so upset with just being stuck in the bed. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything. It was debilitating, really, truly was. And it's only stopped since I have got on medication. So I'm trying to be normal, but sometimes I feel like I'm just trying to improve myself every single day. So I don't think I'll ever get to normal. I'm just going to improve myself step by step by step. None of these big grandiose ideas of systems that go, here, there and everywhere, and tick, tick, tick and whatever else. I am honestly just one of those people with ADHD that can only work on extremely simple goals, extremely simple, just, 3 or 4 a month, basically, large ones or small ones, and the small, tiny habits, that would help as well. So yeah, I wonder whether or not you guys are feeling normal or not, and how you cope with them. Why don't you tell me in the comments? Anyway, I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you. Bye.
Why you always in the mood? I'm acting brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what